So, will the price of Bitcoin do the unthinkable? Will the price of Bitcoin mark this 114,000 the bottom and starts with another bullish continuation, or what kind of scenario should we expect next? Because if we look at this price action here in a different time frame using different scenarios, we are being flashed with some very interesting moves. So before I jump into it, please do me a favor and destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, looking at this rising wedge. A rising wedge is a bearish continuation pattern, and on my previous video I showed you guys this rising wedge looks like playing out at the moment. Bitcoin has already lost the support from this lower trend line, which previously resulted in a very bullish move. Now, since this support has failed, will it result in a continuation, which I showed you on my previous video, around 112,000 towards the next area of confluence, and only after that a reversal? Because you know, this area, I mean in between 110 and 112,000, this was a very important line in the past price action. If Bitcoin shows furthermore weakness, then I showed you yesterday, this will be the area where we might be getting attracted, and only after that Bitcoin will choose a direction. But I strongly believe even if this bearish continuation plays out in a bigger picture, it will be a buying opportunity. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Even if the price in the medium short term show furthermore weakness, gets attracted around 110, 112,000, if we zoom out, that will be a great buying opportunity, because in my opinion, this bull market has not ended yet. We still have a blow off top type of formation left, and only after that a reversal. Because if you simply look at this price structure, I mean comparing with the past price action, I showed you this on my previous video, when Bitcoin was in an uptrend and all of a sudden it started reversing, I mean a reversal towards the next area of confluence. What played out in that case? If you look at this one here, which I showed you here, when we had a very nice bullish move, even formed a new higher highs, what followed after that? A corrective move. And where did the price got attracted? Towards the previous resistance area, which turned out to be the support and later resulted in a bullish continuation. If we look in our case, a very similar scenario, double top type of formation or a new higher high. And if this results in a similar continuation towards the next area of confluence, where is the next area of confluence? You can see it is going to be in between 110, 112,000. So that's why I think even if the price in the medium short term shows weakness and gets attracted around this previous resistance area, it will be acting as support, and price after that could show a continuation, which might look somehow like this, because parallelly Bitcoin in that case will also start following this parabolic curve pattern. And according to this parabolic curve pattern, if Bitcoin in the medium short term shows weakness and gets attracted towards this 110, 112,000, in that case this will be the base 4, and after base 4 we have another parabolic move, a blow off top type of movement, and only after that a sell off. I mean, if Bitcoin does get attracted towards the next area of confluence in between 110 and 112,000, in that case, according to the parabolic curve pattern, we might be retesting the support around this key trend line, the curve line, and after that a continuation of an uptrend in this manner. Yes, guys, according to this parabolic curve pattern, base 1, base 2, base 3, and this is our formation of a base 4, and after formation of base 4 we have a blow off top type of formation left. So that's why I personally think if Bitcoin does shows weakness and gets attracted towards the next area of confluence, if you simply zoom out, I have been very clear with you guys, that could be a temporary pullback, and price after that could be following this ascending channel or rising channel in a weekly time frame. Yes, guys, this here is in a weekly time frame, and if Bitcoin does shows weakness towards the next area of confluence, in that case this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern will start playing out, and only after that a reversal. So in case of doubt, what I suggest you guys to do is simply zoom out. But let's suppose what 114,000 yesterday, the move which we saw yesterday was the bottom. What in that case? Can Bitcoin show a continuation like this? Absolutely. Why? Because you can see the support which we had yesterday was also the support from this CPR trend line, top, central and the bottom CPR support line, one of the most important support from our leading indicator. And you can see this leading indicator does makes a lot of sense, because on 1st of August I showed you we have two target, bearish, bullish, and if Bitcoin does continue with this bullishness, which will be our first target? Exactly the monthly arrow line. Despite Bitcoin hovering around 114, 115,000, I showed you guys this arrow line will be attracting us. And after consolidating around the CPR trend line, what it did, it got attracted exactly at this monthly arrow line. And after that, a reversal towards this CPR trend line. And if you look at it now, this is the exact trend line where we are holding ourselves. So if Bitcoin manages to remain above this 115,000 and even above this falling trend line or the lower trend line, then you can see, guys, it could be another continuation which might look somehow like this, a descending broadening wedge in a 4-hour time frame, which could be attracting the price. But if Bitcoin, let's suppose if Bitcoin manages to remain above the CPI trend line, then there is a very high possibility of not just only testing around this upper trend line, but even breaking out from it. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. If Bitcoin holds this ground around 115, 114,000 according to the leading indicator, then you can see we could still be preparing ourselves for a continuation which might look somehow like this. So for unthinkable scenario to play out, first we must hold the support from the CPI trend line and price must overcome the resistance which you have around $117,500. Yes, guys, if Bitcoin holds this ground, gets attracted towards this $117,500 or the upper trend line and flips it into support, that is when we know this trend is now reversing and price for the upcoming month is also going to be bullish. Yes, guys, by simply closing the monthly candle above 115,000, Bitcoin will be printing another ascending CPR. And just like what happened here, you can see each and every month CPR was higher than the previous month. And whenever you see this kind of scenario playing out, this was higher than the previous month. This was higher than the previous month. Each and every time whenever something like this plays out, it usually marks uptrend. So that's why in our case, if Bitcoin manages to remain above 115,000, close the monthly candle above that range or above the CPR trend line, we are going to print another ascending CPR. And you know, ascending CPR only gets formed during uptrend. So that's why, guys, that's why if you have any doubt, I suggest you to simply zoom out. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And guys, a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this $30,050 in welcome rewards from Bybit, then definitely check the video description, because this event is temporary. And if you are an experienced trader who want to take advantage of this market volatility, then definitely act now. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.